Hi, this is Dr. Brad with Hope Clinic, and today we're going to talk about what people have been asking me about recently. So patients have been coming in asking like, hey, what are you concerned about right now? Probably my biggest concern right now is just the fear of our culture. If you're under constant fear and the emotion of fear, it really affects us adversely, our body, our immune system, a lot of different things. Obviously, our mental health is affected. So what can we do? What are some things we can do right now if we're in a fearful time or fearful situation? Obviously, first of all, regular daily exercise. We keep saying that at Hope Clinic. There's so many things that helps with, but it is one of the main things that helps us de-stress is regular exercise. Getting outside for a walk, swinging your arms. Doesn't mean you have to do the power walk, okay? But swinging your arms naturally actually does what we call a cross-crawl patterning in the brain, so that our right and left brain moves back and forth, kind of our thought process does. That's one way to clear our emotional brain. You can think of it as kind of like sweeping it out, getting it a little cleaned out. Another way we can help ourselves is practicing gratefulness. Gratefulness is actually a practice. It's not something that just happens all on its own. It's something we can practice. It can start with just even like writing down some things that theoretically we should be grateful for, and then starting to think about those and eventually starting to have feelings, positive feelings about those. And that can really help kind of break that fear cycle. Another good way to break fear, or at least calm it down, is finding humor. Finding what makes you chuckle, makes you laugh, can really help change the feeling of fear and the chemistry of fear. Another thing we can do is realize that our thoughts and our feelings are very mixed as humans. It's normal to have mixed feelings, and we forget that sometimes. And you can practice that too. You can practice holding, if you're feeling afraid or fearful, holding comfortable thoughts or comfortable emotions with it at the same time. It's kind of like having that person in your life that you're like, I'm really angry at them right now, and at the same time, boy, do I appreciate them for what they do and who they are. That's normal. That's being human, and noticing that and actually normalizing that. It's normal to have mixed emotions. Another thing is to just normalize in general. It's normal to have fear right now. That would be normal. That's normal as a human. Another way we can normalize is by doing things that are normal in our lives. I actually had a psychologist in this week to see me that brought up the great idea of, hey, what we've been doing recently is they're a very clean eating family, and yet we're baking cookies, okay? Then there's some people that are going to say, oh, but viruses tend to attach to insulin receptors because they have insulin receptors on the cells, so now you're more at risk because you ate sugar. And well, you know what? It's all about balance. It's all about finding out what's going to help you the most. And simple things like playing games. You know, if you can't go out and do the normal stuff you want to do, maybe you can play some games at home or something like that, coming up with some games. So just remembering to normalize, humanize that we're just all human and that it's okay. And also realizing we can all have different feelings. One person can be really afraid right now, and another person can be angry for how can everybody be so afraid? And that's something we forget too, is anger normally comes from fear. So we might actually all be kind of feeling the same thing, but expressing it differently, and that's okay. So right now, get outside, drink some water, exercise every day, try some new things at home. Maybe you've never tried yoga before, or try some calming videos or whatever. Find some humor, do some fun stuff, and normalize. Find ways to feel normal. So this is Dr. Brad with Hope Clinic. We help people find options that fit.